I heard about the crazy things you do. I know that you know I do crazy things too. Yep, I'm looking a little tired and tagged. I've had a hard day. At least yesterday was a difficult day. So, as you can see, one question please, no returns if you pay $5 for 2 questions to PayPal Shirley Ajayi. Let me correct the PayPal. Shirley Ajayi, aka Aura. Let's edit. If I remove it, then you'll be in serious trouble because I am in no moods today. Okay? No games. So, okay, I also have a GoFundMe page. For the Aura Show. Okay. If you ask more than one question, you will be barred. You will be banned from the site. And I will not read for you ever again. Seriously. Because I'm tired of this. I can't take it. It's ridiculous. That much I have control over. I made that really strong. These rules are not just set by me, but they are set by my family. Extended as well as close knit. Because they've been watching me as well as people that are on here, and they said it's not fair. Some people come on and they ask 3 questions and you don't say nothing. But I want you to know that these questions are very off the top. They're not deep into whatever the answer is because you're not paying. Now, if you pay even $5, you'll get a little more information. But if you're not going to pay anything, then don't expect for me to, help you win $1 million. Now, that's stupid. And I'm not stupid. So I'm just telling you, you can always go to someplace else. Please do. But don't irritate me, okay? Because I've been on here a while and I have noticed that some people ask 3 questions even, and that's not fair to those that are just asking one and hanging up and going about their business. I noticed those people, And you don't have to join or like. I don't care. Okay? But do not ask me 2 and 3 questions. Ask me one. Then we'll all get along. Actually, you don't even have to come on here at all. I'll just be happy to sit here drinking my water and apple cider vinegar and just feeling the vibes. Hi, Ken. How are you? Okay, today we're doing it a little different. I'm going to get your question and the time that you asked it, and we'll go from there because of the complaints about some people asking too many questions for free. Oh, you're new here, Ken? Okay, Ken is new. Okay, well then we'll just tell you how it goes. You ask one question. Okay, if you're new, just give me your birth date. Okay, just the month and the day. You don't have to give me the year. Then I'll answer one question. See, when I get paid, then I can tell you that information, but since I'm not getting paid, I will ask you the information. All right, April the 9th. Okay, what is your question? One question? Okay, that's the answer to your question. So 706, I answered your question. Okay, and it was nice meeting you. I might be on Monday, 6:30 or 7, somewhere between 6:30 and 7, and you can come back then and ask another question. But for now, I'm saying goodbye. And thank you. Both boxer, one question. That's all I'm saying. Thank you, Ken. One question. You came on at 7:07. It's a buy if you ask 2 questions. Yeah, it's a buy. You gonna ask me one question? Fine. You gonna ask me 2 questions? Goodbye. Just one question. I'm only gonna focus on you with one concern. You understand what I'm saying? After that, I'm not really gonna be concerned. I'll be honest with you. Because when they start asking me 2 and 3 questions, I don't care. One question, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Okay, Moniz. I hope you heard the new rules. One question. I'm just trying to be fair. That way it's fair to everyone. Okay, I'm not showing favoritism. All right? So if you have a question, Moniz, you can ask the question. One question. Actually, I show favoritism to the greenbacks, moolah, money. And so since nobody's paying, I'm not showing favoritism to nobody. You can ask me one question, Moniz. You're going to party this weekend. You are going to party in some way. Okay? Yeah, you're going to enjoy yourself. Mm-hmm. I can't say you need to party. Well, good luck with that. I have did that buck boxer. It did not work. So, you're welcome, Moniz. And buck boxer, it's going to be a buy on the next, if there's another question. Do you know some people pay me as much as $500 to work with them? Okay, buck boxer. But I'm not going to put that kind of fee on this public chat room. Those are people with private issues. We deal with them privately. Okay. This is a chat room where you ask one question free. Yes, I do private readings. I thought I put that there. Wait a moment. Private readings. I give you my business email address. This is all small letters. Okay, that's my private business email address. And if you want to set up some type of agreement between me and you, whatever, you write me there. If not, God bless. So, just copy it down and, write me and we'll see. All right. Okay, let's see that. 712. It goes to 713. See what's happening. Okay. All right, Kimi Roberts. Hello, how are you? We have new rules now. Uh, the rule is one question, for real this time, and that's all. If you ask more than one question, we will ban you from being on the site because people have continued to take advantage of that rule over and over and over again. Okay, so just ask us one question where we can focus on the question and focus on you and let it go at that. Okay, but don't come back with no more questions. Otherwise, we're going to block you or ban you because people have taken it too far and it's bad on my health. Okay, so anyway, ask your question. I'm happy that you're doing well, Kimi. Okay, hey, Electra Tease. No, you can't have two questions unless you're gonna pay. Okay. Now I'll give you one question. Oh, okay. No, I was talking to Electra Tease. No, you cool, Kimi. Okay. Electric Tease, hi. One question only. We'll focus on that one particular question, you know, we'll focus on that, and that's it. Well, the only way you can get more questions free is when I'm online, like on Mondays. Lately, it's been Mondays and Fridays. Mondays and Fridays. From 6:30 on, used to around 8 or so. Those are the only times. You only can get one question free each time. Okay? Is that your question? You say you don't really have a question. A proper question at 7:29 p.m. Proceed. Okay. What's the question? That's a spiritual question. Okay. Do you want me to say it out loud, or would you rather for me to type it? It's up to you. The answer. I'm talking to Electric Tease. Okay, out loud. Okay. When you awoke, that means that you're not doing what the average person does in life. You don't just take what a person say and accept it. You question it. You're questioning. You're questioning life. You awoke. Okay, you can see stuff. That's another part of the answer is you can see things that other people do not even care about, even to look for or to look at. Okay. It means too that you're like an empath. An empath is a person that's sensing everything around them. It can get out of hand, if you don't learn to control it. But you're not sleeping. I mean, you get up early in the morning, you take care of yourself, you go to work or school or somewhere. That's the usual life. You accept life that way. But when you awoke, it's much different. It's much different. You're seeing things, you're hearing things, you're using all your 5 senses, including this, the third eye. That's what it means to be awoke. Kimmy Rogers. Okay. I'm asking the question and then you got to go, Kimmy. Okay. Now you have to go. All right? It's only fair. I answered it. Yeah, I did. But the first question she asked me was, let's see. She says, okay, I don't really have a question right now. I was just saying hello. Then later on, she says, do I have a gift that I haven't discovered yet? So I answered it. All right, that's fair. That wasn't really two questions because at first she said she really didn't have a question. And then finally she found a question that she wanted answered. That's only fair. Maybe that's 1.5 questions, part A and B. But it was about the same question. I figured that's what she wanted. She didn't really say anything else. If you check it out, you see I'm only being fair. She didn't say anything else. That was Ken that was talking. That wasn't Kimi. She only asked one question. She said she really didn't have a question. She was just speaking to me because she had been on a previous I think you've been on 2 or 3 more of my chat rooms. So that's all. Good night. Yeah, good night, Kimi. Okay. You asked about being woke. Well, obviously you are waking up. You are waking up. Okay. And that's it. That's all I have to say. The rest you have to discover on your own. You got to research it. All right. Question asked and question answered. You was just trying to be smart, Electric Tease. I saw that. How do I get more than one question? And then the spiritual question. That's so petty. Anyway, I answered it. What you should be doing is focusing on certain things. But since you're not paying, I'm not going to tell you what you should focus on. But I already told you if you play it back, you'll hear it. You just probably missed that. Busy being petty. Anyway, have a blessed Friday, what's left of it. You grow too. Because see, I'm keeping these rules so I can find an assistant that when I come online, this person can help me keep these rules. You understand me? Can help me moderate. So that's the way it is. You know, some people don't like readers. But my mom made it in life because she went to a reader and she lived with her, and the reader helped raise me and my other siblings. And all of us went to college except for I think my youngest one. He was more of a blue collar worker, but he owns his own business. And at one time he was even a millionaire simply because the reader was religious, she believed in God, and she loved us. So some readers are different from others. Others are just going to take your money. Me, I'm not, because I was not raised that way. Okay. But if you read my book, Aura the Ebony Princess, you would understand that. So I do recommend it. Yeah, for a moderator, I would need a loyal person. So that's all I'm saying. And in exchange, the moderator, I can answer their questions, but only through email, free, in exchange for them being a moderator. But you just have to be on your toes about stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, sometimes 100%, sometimes 90%, sometimes 85%. Depends on it depends on the focus. And this is to everybody in my chat room. It depends on your focus, the question, and your honesty. Those four things. Oh, I forgot the first thing is God. Can't leave him out. As my pastor say, you can't make no money without God. You really can't. And you can't take care of yourself without God. What are you saying? I can't answer that anyway. I know what you mean, but I doubt that. I don't think so. I mean, I'm staying on 2 hours. Usually the general amount of people might only be 25. That's why we were saying one question so we can move it along. Why don't you just write me, okay? Because I can't really answer. I can't do this. You just write me and ask those questions. That should be, wait a minute. That should be, because you asking me too many questions. I can't do this. Just write me And I hope you got some money. As you answer all these questions, I'm assuming that you do. Or don't ask me. Okay? Or don't ask me. Don't ask me no questions. I'm going to ban you in a minute. You being like a little kid. Anyway. Thank you. I prefer people in the chat room to be 18, okay, and older. But I can tell after a while that the person is not 18. I guess I'm getting old. Usually I could tell that the first, thing that they're under 18 without asking them. Can't answer that. Hack a day. Hi, what's happening? We're just doing one questions. If you do too many questions, I will say bye real quickly. What's the question? Hack a day. Okay, AP. I see you there. I'm doing okay. Okay, AP, that's your question. Thank you. Now you can ask no more questions. All right. Yeah. And Hackaday asked about the rest of the year. So those are the two questions. All right, Hackaday. Well, the rest of the year is only about, what, 8 weeks? No, 7 weeks? Something like maybe 9 weeks. That ain't very long. Now, I know you can maintain yourself between now and New Year's. Just stay on the course. Hackaday, that's all I can say to you. Stay on the course. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Now, we're just doing one question. There's no longer all these questions, even people trying to, set me up with a lot of questions, but I ain't feeling it. So I'll just be honest with you. You ask me one question, I focus, I feel that. After that, I'm not feeling it. So don't ask any more. Well, AP, I can give you an example from experience, and it's not ESP, it's just motherwit. My daughter left for another country for 4 years. And just this week, she's sick. Now, she was sick when she first came back, and I noticed it. But I thought maybe being around the family again, being relaxed, she would get better. She got worse. We had to take her to the hospital. I thought it was malaria, but it wasn't. She's also an artist. That's some of her work there, abstract. She used oil, paint, and acrylic. And she was painting in the room without ventilation. And she just started acting strange. So we took her to the doctor and found out it was the oil paint. Because she didn't put, how most time if you do art, you wear a mask. She wasn't even wearing a mask over her face. So health issues, if you can deal with health issues, then, it's good. Otherwise, you have to be very careful. Now, that's the answer to your question, AP. I gave you an example. Okay, who is this? Pussy? Posey? What is that? 1, 2, 3. Now, if that's your only question, I'll answer it. Don't ask me another one. You asked it at 7:51 p.m. Okay. Like the bear poo. And then, oh, that sounds like another word, but I ain't gonna say nothing about that. Anyway, Abby's not feeling her 100% self. Okay, AP, you're welcome. Bye-bye. All right, Abby. As long as you don't pursue Abby without her permission, it might go well. But you got to know more about her and more about life. Your age is what? And Abby's age is what? And you answer those two questions, and then you'll figure it out. Who's 25? This is to prove. And I feel somebody might be, 23 or something like that. Just a second. Anyway, Pooh, there's something about that don't feel right. It don't feel spiritually clean. Something's not right. Are you sure Abby is in her 20s? I'm trying not to be so out and out with all these answers. That's why I give you my email address, because you don't know who else is listening to this. So, but then I charge if you ask me another question. This keep happening. I won't be online at all. I won't pay the fee for the internet, because I'll be too tired. And you know what a vamp is? A vamp is a person that takes all your energy. And when they finish with you, you feel so lifeless. And, oh, you be so tired. And you don't want to be bothered with nobody, because they just sap your energy. I call them vamps. So I don't want no vamps on my sites. So just ask a question, get the answer, and then get off. If not, you become like a vamp. Short for vampire. They ain't sucking your blood, but they sucking your energy, your life force, in a different way. So, in order to ask me a question, you have to be sort of honest, sort of honest. So, whatever you're leaving out of that question, I'll perceive and pick up, but I don't have to tell you that I'm picking it up, because it's just one question and it's a free question. But I answer it as close to the truth as possible. First of all, and this is for Pooh, Abby is really not your girlfriend. 2, Abby's age. There seems to be some differentiation about it on her driver's license, if she has one. And 3, don't let her break your heart, not you break hers. Those are the 3 things I perceive. Now see how easy it is to, when you ask one question, you get a good answer. Now when you're just trying to take me in all these different directions, okay? So, Pooh, that's the answer. Now you cannot ask any more questions. I gave you 3 parts to the answer. Okay, Ken, I see you. Yeah, you got kind of a nice vibe too. Okay. Oh, we've been going an hour, and I'm not as tired as usual. So this is a better group because we just answered one question. Yay for her. Yeah.
This is going to be wild. It's about that hustle.
Yeah, I can make time for that.
It's so exciting.
You got your wish, baby.
I don't know how that commercial got on there anyway. So okay. I'm about ready to go. It's been an hour. And I want to quit while I'm ahead. Look, I am not rich. There are people in my family and extended family who are billionaires. And I can't stand them. I'm not against billionaires. I'm only rich in my mind, okay? That's why I have to follow rules. You know, you got to have a sense of balance. So if I say one question, I mean one question. But that's they billions of dollars. It ain't mine. That's why I don't believe in rich people. Because they don't never want to give you nothing. So anyway, I'm going to say bye. I'll give myself 5 more minutes. I'm waiting on this other person to come on. I feel them trying to come on. And then I'm going to go. But rich people never want to give you no money. But I thought that's why some people be rich, so that they can donate to, charitable situations. Anyway. So, good night, Ken. It's probably late where you are. Bull Boxer Z. So anyway, I can tell you a sad story and then I'm going. There was a man who was very rich. Billionaire status. He went broke. However, he paid them to keep that information out of the papers. He was rich enough to do that. So he met this woman. Now, this woman came from a wealthy family. So he decided he would get to know her, woo her, and marry her so he could get back into his high position, But it didn't work out. Okay? It did not work out. She went on to become richer, and he eventually, it took him maybe 5 years to build his business back up to where he became a billionaire again. And when he would see her, he was very, very rude and mean to her because she wouldn't marry him and help him, but he made it anyway. So I'm just saying, sometimes people don't know how their future is. And in order to do that, you should study this particular subject. It's called precognitive abilities. That means you have the ability to see into the future. So in other words, if you see that what you're doing is going to work out in 5 or 10 years, then you keep at it, no matter what nobody says. That's called precognitive abilities. A good example is Carlos Slim Helu, the billionaire from Mexico. Everybody else stopped what they were doing, but he has precognitive abilities. He saw that if he kept going, eventually he would make it. And he did. He became, in 2010, he was the richest man in the world with 75 billion or something like that dollars. Okay. And he kept that going for about 4 years. And then Bill Gates took over. I research stuff like that because I have to write books. I have books and I have characters that are billionaires. And I realized I didn't know nothing about a billionaire except for the one in the family. And I couldn't stand her. So anyway, precognitive abilities is what you need to make it in this world of high tech. So if you know for a fact that something's going to work out, just keep going. And then also know when to stop, And that's all I have to say. And that's my lesson for today. Well, deja vu. Look at the movie with Denzel Washington. His birthday is a day either before mine or after mine. Anyway. That one, I get the dental plan going. So I'm going to say goodbye. Bye is what I usually say. Although they're telling me not yet, but I want to say bye. Well, at 1:15, so I got what? 3 minutes and 37 seconds or something like that. But then I'm going to tell my other story about Reverend Ike. You ever heard of Reverend Ike? He always do those I am things, you know. So Reverend Ike said one of his workers was good at visualizing, you know, law of attraction, visualizing something that you want, seeing it, saying it, writing it down, 55 times for 5 days or something like that, all kind of stuff. He was doing everything because he wanted this blue on blue Corniche Rolls Royce. So one day, Reverend Ike pulled up in the exact same car, a blue on blue Corniche Rolls Royce. And the man said, "Oh, Reverend, I visualized the car just like that." And the Reverend said, "Yeah, and I got it." That's what he actually said. And I got it. Because you didn't put yourself in the picture. So that's my words for the wise. Put yourself in the picture if it's something you want. Don't be putting other people in the picture. Put yourself. And I can verify that because the moon is in Aries. And Aries are very me people. As long as it's me and me and me, that's Aries. So put yourself in the picture. Be like an Aries. And they don't really care about other people as long as they make it. They are very selfish, but they don't realize that that's being selfish. Yeah, manifest all the time. But they don't realize that they're being selfish. But, well, that's just the way they are. And they're quick about it. Very quick about it. Okay? So, it's 1:13, 55, 56. You and Aries. I knew that. That's why I'm talking to you. You didn't tell me you was in Aries, but I knew it. When you said you wanted a private reading, and I looked at what you were saying, I said, this is an Aries. First, I thought you was a Scorpio. But I said, nope. This is an Aries. My first husband was an Aries. I know Aries. Anyway, the Ram, Aries the Ram. Do what you're supposed to do, and then things will work out. Otherwise, they're not. That's all I have to say. And I'm gone. So, Odiba. See you later. And if you dream about what you manifest. My last emojis, let's see. Which ones will I put on here? Santa Claus. Santa Claus is coming to town.